Hey y'all, how you perking? I hope you perking good. So, the latest on Gabby Hanna. We've already done one video on her and then a proof video on her when those things have come true. So if you're looking for that, go ahead and look at my playlists under the YouTube drama playlist. You'll see the video I did on Gabby Hanna, and under the proof videos playlist you will see the parts that have come true, which is basically everything. So anyway, I am a licensed mental health clinician as well as a spiritual intuitive, and in these videos we do take a look at the tea with the tarot. These videos are always meant to be helpful, not hateful, so if you're down with that, join the family here. We would love to have you. And in addition to subscribing and tapping that notification bell, you can become a member of the Perk Squad if you'd like 5 extra perks, which include exclusive videos and video shout outs like this one. Shout out to you, Tina Cook. Shout out to you. Thank you for being a new member of the Perk Squad. We are happy to have you here, and thank you, shout out to you, Tina Cook. Alrighty, y'all, let's go ahead and pull up these cards. So let's move this microphone right here. A little Penelope over here in her bright yellows. I don't have gold eyes to match the fake gold jewelry that I have on here. So we're going with yellow today for Penelope. We're going with yellow. So let's get shuffled up here. And as a reminder, we read on public figures going through public situations and read for public types of information, and that we can only get what we're allowed to get here. I ask Spirit to only give us what we're permitted to know, and nothing that comes up here can influence in some spiritual weird juju way influence Gabby Hanna's energy, so no worries about that either. So yeah, we're just gonna dive in here and see how we can pick apart some details of the situation. Just reading on the situation. So, Gabby Hanna apparently is leaving the internet. She is hightailing it out of the interwebs. She has put up some sort of a post saying she's, from now on, going to do everything offline. So, I reckon we're here to look at that situation. Are we gone? What's going on here? What is the situation here? What is the situation? So let's dig right on into this. Dive right on in. See what kind of context we can get here. Alrighty. What the hell? Let's see. What else do we need context on? Any kind of context cards. Let's get it. Ooh. One on here. Interesting. Then here. Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna. I feel like I'm just itching to dive right in. I'm just itching to get up in here. So, what we're looking at here, when she says that she is leaving the internet, and there's some people that are like, okay, you know, bye Gabby Hanna, I'll see you next week kind of thing. I think there was somebody's video title out there that was something to that effect. I didn't watch the video, but there are a lot of people who are saying things similar to that. From what I'm looking at here, we're seeing disappointment here. We're seeing, oh, there's a way to still make our money here, because this is like, I can be successful in whatever kind of ways. I'm going to still make my money here. And then looking over here, this is an aspect of career that's in the reverse position, not doing so well, and boom, we get this 8 of Cups that does talk about leaving. This is walking away. So I do see her leaving and walking away. However, I'm sure a lot of you who've watched this channel for a long time can look at this card right here and tell me what's the problem you see with that. It's upright. If we're seeing it in reverse, okay, I might buy that she's walking away forever and ever and ever and ever, and that she's leaving the interwebs completely, but it's in the upright position. This is putting distance between. This isn't a permanent dealio here. This isn't that. This isn't pack your shit and get out of town. This is, I'm going on holiday for a moment. I'll be back shortly. Feed the dogs while I'm away. Thank you. You know, that's that kind of thing. What the hell? This is not what we're looking at here. This is not what we're looking at here. So I am seeing her take a step back, which could be great. You know, I want her to feel happy and healthy. Don't we want everyone to feel happy and healthy? So this is like taking a step back, but I don't see this as a permanent leaving. I don't see this as permanently leaving the internet. It does not read that way for me. Here we get disappointment, yeah, but here we have, you know, oh, I'm a career woman and I'm gonna do all the career things. So this is somebody that wants to have her hand in all different kinds of cookie jars. And let me just use my hand up here to point to this and remind everyone this is all alleged, just my interpretation, okay? All alleged, just my damn interpretation for whatever the hell that's worth. Rude. Hey. Fucking chihuahua shenanigans. Oh, what a dick hole. Seriously, little dick hole. 8 pound, 2 ounce little dick hole. As I was saying, this is a woman who wants her hand in all kinds of cookie jars. She's wanting to be in on a lot of different things. And that's a good thing. You know, diversify that income. You know, get out there and live life and do your best. Whatever. Awesome. Awesome. But that's not compatible with what I'm seeing here. So I am seeing a separating from, a moving away from, a putting a distance from, but I don't see this, you know, formal big farewell friends and we shall never meet again type of thing. Is this how you do the queen wave? Like, you know, you do some kind of like, whatever. Okay. I feel like I'm scooping butter or some ice cream. Nah, ice cream scooping is like, y'all know y'all dipping some hard ass ice cream. I ain't the only one. I ain't a weak bitch. I just can't dip some hard ass ice cream. Okay, so what we're seeing here with the moon card upright and the king of swords in reverse, the moon card is some hidden agendas. When it's in the upright, it's hidden agendas. And in the upright, it's kind of hidden agendas not being revealed. So this is somebody that's got some ideas, some plans, and we're going to keep that close to the vest. We're going to keep it real close to the vest. We're just going to hide it in here and not let anybody see. That's the plan. That's the plan going on here. But the thing here is we've got the King of Swords in reverse on top of it, which makes that interesting. So let me get a little more context. And let's see what we're looking at here. Oh, snap. Oh, we got a lot of stuff coming on over here. Oh, snap. Okay, so when I'm saying trying to keep it close to the vest, but King of Swords in reverse, this is saying we're not seeing things clearly. And by we, I mean her. And I'm not trying to say that rude, but that she's not quite seeing things clearly. She has a plan, which is awesome. But as many of us know, you create plans just for you to have to get them fucked up and create new plans, because what plans really go the way that they were originally thought out? Not a whole lot of them. And this, whatever she's got on her mind, whatever's in her noggin right here to think about it, I don't see it scoop-pooting in that direction exactly. Because look at that. This is a card that does speak about mental health, and she's very open about her mental health journey, her mental health struggles, her diagnoses. Very open about that, which is great to be open about that. We just got to make sure we're not doing it in a stigmatizing way, which sometimes debatable, but it's still great to be open about it if that's what she chooses. So cool. But that's on here. So there, I do see that there is interference here. So whereas I agree with people who say you can't blame everything on that, I agree. But there is some influence there. There is some struggle there. There is some impact there. And, we got to honor that as well. So both things can be true at the same time. And there's a middle area there. And we just got to make sure we're aware of kind of where we stand with that. So I'm not going to comment too much further on that because I don't want to be, digging into her mental health or anything on here. I don't think that that's my place to be doing that. But I am seeing some influence and seeing things like that, which is something that she's been trying to tell people and put out there. On top of this, though, with the High Priestess upright, again, this is somewhat of a secretive card, somewhat of an inner thing. And we have the Strength card in reverse. So it is showing that there are some ideas that she has that she isn't feeling completely confident about. She likes to come off as someone who feels very confident. Sometimes people think overconfident. That's just other people's speculations on the matter. But here it's showing that there are some things where she doesn't feel like that. Not all the time. And so it's giving me that feeling of like a puffer fish. There's this, little puffer fish in the ocean going around and you just boop it one good time. Boop. And it's like, and it deflates on its ass. And that's kind of what it looks like here. If you poke her, she might pop, kind of thing. And that happens with some people. They got to puff up and have a rough exterior some kind of a way because it's a protection type of thing. And it feels like there is some kind of thing like that going on where she feels like she's got to have that protection. And I think that we can try to empathize in some ways. And I know there's people are very either this or that with Gabby Hanna. I know that. But I know that we can understand that there are some behaviors that are not okay while also understanding that we want the person to be okay. And that just because there are some quote-unquote bad behaviors doesn't mean we're talking about a quote-unquote bad person. And we need to be able to delineate things like that, be able to see the gray area and things like that. And so here with the Five of Swords in reverse, we're seeing this is like I tell people all the time, my come hell or high water card. In the South, we're like, come hell or high water, this is going to be what it is, or I'm going to do this, or this is how I say, or, whatever. And so she's got a come hell or high water mentality right now. Come hell or high water, people are going to see my side. They're going to understand my truth, whatever I've got to do. And when we get that card, there is an air of desperation in that to where it's like, come hell or high water, I'm going to do or say or put out there whatever it takes to get people to see things my way, which sometimes can include shock value type of content or statements or things like that. Put something out there for shock value so that people can give this type of attention that you're feeling like you're needing. And I'm not saying attention as in attention seeking. I don't want to be labeling and disrespectful like that, but that people do, in her case, want people to look at her and see what she's seeing and what she's feeling. She wants to be seen. She wants to be heard. She wants to be understood. So this is that come hell or high water, I will type of card, including using certain strategies, I guess we'll say, to get us there. By the way, in all of this, I've said before in a previous reading, I'm not going to be including any kind of content here about Jessie Smiles because I have done that in the past. And then I dug into the rabbit hole so far on that I developed an opinion about those things in ways that I thought that I couldn't read it fairly. Nobody is without bias. So, of course, everybody at any time is going to have bias in things. But there's a way that you can do things trying to be fair, and pulling back and noticing where you may have bias and trying to see things fairly through that. So I do think that is entirely possible. And so I feel like I can fairly read this, but I'm not including any Jessie Smiles stuff because I do feel like I have too much kind of internal influence on that to want to go there. So just so you know, this will not include her. But let's go ahead. I'm going to pull up these cards, reshuffle, and look into some other dynamics of this very high-profile public situation. So let's see. Let's see here. All right. So what we want to look at here is anything else we need to know about this, anything else we are permitted to know about this, because we're already kind of answering the question here that she's got some plans, and that these plans include some strategies that some people might deem as shock value or over the top or desperate or things like that. And we do see that she does intend to take a step back and to kind of put distance between herself and things that she's been doing, but I'm not seeing a permanently leaving the internet. Like she's saying, from now on, I'm totally offline. I'm not seeing that. So anything else left here? Anything else left here that we are permitted to know about the situation here? Okay. Okay. So, let me see. Of course, we want context cards on the death card because that's a major arcana card and it's a big deal. We want to see what we're seeing there on that. Okay, interesting. Okay, we're going to stop there for right now. So, how do I start with this? Let me start with this by explaining the word readiness. When people are saying, I'm ready to change, I'm ready to do something, you know, I'm ready to X, Y, or Z. Readiness is a state of mind. It is not a trait. It is a state, okay? Readiness is a state, not a trait. It is something that comes and goes. It is not something that is always there. If you need an example, take somebody who says, yep, I'll quit smoking. Maybe they're saying, I'm going to quit smoking today because they're really feeling motivated to do it. They're in that state of readiness. But are they always ready to quit smoking? Not necessarily. There could be plenty of days where, maybe just this one, or maybe I'll start tomorrow, or you know, it's not a constant. It's not a trait of this person to say, I'm going to quit smoking. It's just a state. And that is what we're seeing here. That is what we're seeing here. That she is in the state of readiness to begin new. She is wanting to begin new. She's ready to begin new. She has all these ideas. She's moving forward with that. But what we know is that her readiness to move forward in a new and different way and not have any semblances of the same old, and, you know, be offline now and all of that, that is a state. That is not a trait from what I'm seeing here. This is a, I may change my mind later type of thing. It does not look like the resoluteness is actually there. From what I'm seeing here, it doesn't look like it's actually there. With the King of Pentacles, again, this is a card on trying to focus on what the money maker is going to be. So it looks like she's prioritizing, okay, what makes me the most money? And let me put efforts into it based on that kind of thing. And of course, she's probably including other things like what she enjoys or what she has a passion for. I'm not saying she's not including those things, but I'm saying that one of the main things is, does this make me enough money for me to feel like this pain in the ass is fucking worth it or not, kind of thing. So she is going through that planning and prioritizing. This Two of Wands card is all about that as well. We're kind of linked up over here with both of these. But we get this damn Death card. The Death card is always about change and transformation and being like, this has got to end. Something's got to stop. So she is at the point of something's got to give. Something's got to stop. She feels like she's being iced out. She feels like she's being kicked while she's down. And so those are the reasons why she feels like I've got to change something right now. She feels like she's going with her gut on this. And she's, again, I got a fucking plan. When we had that Moon card up right a while ago about hidden agendas and stuff like that, A while ago. See, did anybody else say a while ago? A while ago. A while ago. A while. Whisper. White. A while ago. A while ago. If you're Southern, it's a while ago. We said that with the moon card upright, that there were some kind of hidden agendas here, and this magician card is kind of about that. But it is a card that is trying to talk to, can't say both words at one time, bitch, you gotta pick one. Trying to speak to, talk to empowerment. So she's trying to take charge and feel empowered and move from a space of feeling like I'm getting shat on, total diarrhea shat on, and I want to feel inspired. And so I do see her wanting to change that route. And the Temperance card is saying it is time for her to make a change. So in terms of her, spiritual guidance here, there's encouraging her to make a change. So that's great. That's awesome. But again, state not a trait. So it looks like feeling this way is how she's feeling at this moment, and that is apt to change. She may change her mind. I don't see this as, again, I'm not seeing things that when she made some statement about from now on I'm offline, I'm not seeing that being so. So maybe it's like offline in a specific one way. Maybe. But this is kind of making me feel like we're still going to see her online. We're still going to see her on various, social media outlets or something. Like maybe she'll still say stuff on Twitter. Maybe she'll still say stuff on TikTok. Maybe she'll still post on YouTube. Maybe, whatever. I'm still seeing that stuff come up in the future. I'm not seeing that all get cut out like she said. But I do see her feeling ready for change, and that is something that's a good thing for her. And so let's hope that she can keep that being a good thing and stay on that path and not get redirected and go on the detour, because it looks like detours could be trouble. We want to stay away from the detours, stay on the main roads, stay in well-lit places, people, is kind of what we're looking at here. So any kind of spiritual advice or guidance that the guides would like to give to Gabby Hanna about this situation here. So, pretty clear here. What the guides would be saying is, you may feel like you can't turn over a new leaf and stick to it, but you can. Don't listen to the inner chatter and doubts and things like that. But also, don't make rushed decisions that you can't stick to. This is like when we get a bit impulsive, where it's like, I'm going to do this. Never mind, I actually changed my mind. They're like, try to be thoughtful and try to be reflective. And, there's a lot that goes into that. Being thoughtful and reflective includes, self-accountability and things of that nature. We've all got to grade our own papers. If we don't grade our own papers, the internet will do it for us. Bitch, that is true. The internet will do it for us. So the Knight of Cups is like trying to stay on track with our emotional journey and trying to continue to heal in that way. And the Fool card here is, there's kind of twofold here. Again, like I said in previous videos, the Fool card does not usually mean like literally fool, F-O-O-L. It doesn't usually mean that. There's other meanings to it, but in this case, I am strongly getting like, don't be a fool here. Don't kid yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, kind of thing. Kind of just make sure that you're being attuned here. Make sure that you're being aware here. This can be risky territory. So they're giving advice here that seems like they very much so care and want things to go well for her, and are even trying to guess her up in the ways that she might feel like she has doubts. But they're also, giving the feedback about be careful, tread lightly, and have caution. Proceed with caution. Look, Penelope's eyes look like caution tape. This is watch out. Okay? This is what they're saying. Watch out. Alrighty, y'all. I've been going for 26 minutes. If you'd like a private reading with me, in the description box below, beestalksandtarot.com, you can get on my website and schedule a private reading with me. I also do energy healing types of services as well on there for Reiki, if anybody's heard of that ancient Japanese technique. It's awesome. But yeah, if you'd like to look on my website, there's a bunch of other stuff on my website for anybody who's interested as well. Everything that you need to look up and find and figure out for me is either in the description or on the website. And also, we're going to be doing some more B-rolls here. Y'all seem to be really liking the B-rolls here. So we're going to look into that. And it's been good connecting with y'all. I feel like I haven't seen y'all in a minute when I know I have 3 days ago. But dang, it's been so busy. If you haven't seen my recent video about the fact that I have had to quit my main job and all of that stuff and everything that's going on with my dad, I just it'll fill you in. It'll fill you in. So anywho, I'm still trying to stay plugged in for as much as I can. And I'm gonna try not to ramble on here, which I already am doing. So let me just go ahead and go and say, don't be a stranger. Come back and see me, and I will talk at you later. Love you, minute. Bye, love you, minute. Bye, y'all. Hey, y'all. We're together in the hospital with Daddy, and my mother is out. Daddy is out. We got some napping boomers. Look at this ramp. Some men from the church built this ramp for Daddy while he was getting his treatments one day at the hospital, and he came home and now there's a ramp, and they also donated a wheelchair, so we get to use a wheelchair and a ramp for Daddy now. Goodness. Oh, Jesus. You're gonna roll off. No, son, quit pushing that way. Now I don't have any hand to press the stop button. I gotta press the stop button on the video, but I'm scared you're gonna roll off. Son, quit. No. What? This was supposed to be a peaceful, cute little showing of you babies. And y'all made it weird. Wow, okay. Why are all my children tubby tubs? Huh? Why are all my children tubby tubs? Because you're supposed to be, yes. Yes. Your tear. I see that tear. I see that tear. Sorry. Okay. Damn, girl. Stink eye. Fine.